Hey guys, Gabriel from Serial Killers. We are at the Vienna Comic Con with Adam Brown, mostly known from the Hobbit. So yeah, let's start with some Hobbit questions. How was your first time as dwarf, or how did you get to be a dwarf in the Hobbit?
Just an audition via my agent. At the time, Martin Freeman was not signed up. He had commitments with Sherlock, his TV series, and the BBC weren't releasing him. So they sort of auditioned pretty much every actor in the UK under 5'7", which I was. And I went up to audition for Bilbo actually, and I got a lovely call the next day saying, New Zealand, the guys in New Zealand loved your tape. They absolutely loved it. You're definitely not Bilbo Baggins, but they would love to write the character of Ori around me. So yeah, I was really surprised and chuffed as well. Yeah.
That's nice. I also read you're a comedian, or could you go into detail with that? Like, what did you do besides The Hobbit?
Yeah, prior to The Hobbit, I had my own double act. So I was in a comedy double act, touring all around the world, the Edinburgh Festival, and then going to wonderful places abroad with my comedy troupe. And yeah, I did that for 10 years, doing very, very silly comedy shows. Yeah, so then The Hobbit came along and changed all that.
So how was it to work on set for such a big movie like The Hobbit? Could you go into detail with that?
Incredible. I mean, just everything is so big. I mean, the coffee budget alone would fund most of my shows on doing my comedy double act. I mean, the people that work on it are the most talented people I've ever met. Whether it's someone that makes your costumes or does your makeup, or even the catering. Like, everyone was the best of their job, and the talent was enormous. So to be a part of that environment was incredible, you know, to learn from people and see masters doing their own sort of job there. Brilliant.
So after The Hobbit, you did some parts, I think, for Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
And do you get any plans for future projects, or do you stay in that department? Or?
I've no idea. I guess being an actor is just opportunities come along and you decide to take them. So yeah, I'm just waiting, touch wood, for the next possibility. There's a few things. I'm also writing a lot at the moment, and writing a play and also a sci-fi film. So with a company called Wild Seeds, who have been fantastic, and I'm really excited to write a very silly sci-fi.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I also read you did one part for The Bunker, a video game.
Yeah.
Could you go into detail with that? Like, would you do future projects for video games, or?
Yeah, it was a really interesting experience. I'd never done anything like that before, and getting my head around the fact that this scene could come here or could come there, depends on which part of the journey the player has got to. That was quite almost like a puzzle, really. But I had a great team behind that, and it's a lovely game if you're a gamer, because it's a live action game, and also they cut the footage and made a small short film out of it, which was at Cannes Film Festival this year. So yeah, it was a great experience, and something I'd like to do more of, actually.
Yeah, sounds cool. So are you a gamer yourself? Like, do you play video games, or?
No. I'm not. I'm terrible at that. In fact, the guys were laughing because they asked me what game I played, and I was like, well, maybe Words with Friends or something like that. But yeah, I'm definitely not a gamer.
Oh, that's cool. So let's go back to the Hobbit.
Okay.
Did you get to know the whole cast better? Like, did you become friends, or how was the chemistry behind the?
Yeah, totally friends. Like very, very close friends. In fact, as I was just walking up here, I'm texting Stephen Hunter because he's in Australia doing a convention at the moment. That job in particular, I mean, I've had wonderful jobs since, but that job, the group of people were incredibly important to me and very, very special. And now they're the boys. I spent 2 years with them. So I think I know them almost too well, some of them. Maybe too well.
So do you maybe got any tips for besides a comedian or actors to get into Hollywood or a big project like that? Or when you first start a big project like that, do you get any starter tips like what you shouldn't do, what you should do?
I don't know really, because everybody's very different. So I think just be a sponge, soak it all up, look at other actors' performances and go, oh, I like a bit of what they did, or I like that. And coming into The Hobbit, it was my first time on certainly working with legends like McKellen and all these people were just my idols really. So it's just fascinating stepping back and watching them work and then learning from the best. So yeah, but I think the only tip is just keep doing it, keep at it, and you never know where opportunities will come up and who you will meet doing a small job one day that suddenly become the next Peter Jackson. So I think it's all a case of just getting in, doing it, and creating the work. I think that's the most important.
Mm. So maybe the last question, what is your impressions of Vienna? Like, did you enjoy stay so far, or did you?
So far I know the convention centre and the hotel room. So tonight I'm going to the Christmas markets.
Oh, that's cool.
By the cathedral. Yeah. It's meant to be really nice.
That's cool.
So I'll be drinking lots of Glühwein there.
I hope you enjoy this day, and thanks for the interview.
Pleasure. Thank you.